Good morning, students. In the last class, we discussed the valence shell electron pair repulsion theory. So in that, first we discussed what are the postulates of the valence shell electron pair repulsion theory. In that, the very important point is the geometry of a molecule. The geometry of a molecule can be determined based on the number of electron pairs around the central atom. The different number of electron pairs are present around the central atom leads to the different geometries of a molecule. Now, in the today's class, we will discuss the geometries with the different examples. So, simply the shapes of molecules containing bond pair of electrons and lone pair of electrons. So, the very first example that is related to the two electron pairs. So now, for that example is beryllium fluoride molecule is there. In the beryllium fluoride molecule, the central atom is beryllium. The atomic number is 4. The electronic configuration is 1s2, 2s2. How many number of valency electrons are present in the beryllium? 2 valency electrons are present. How many fluorine atoms are surrounded by the beryllium? The 2 fluorine atoms. Each valency electron of beryllium is paired with the fluorine atom, so that each beryllium is surrounded by 2 electron pairs. Both the electron pairs are bond pair of electrons because they are participated in the bond formation. If 2 electron pairs, in that 2 electron pairs, all are bond pairs. 2 are bond pairs. The molecule is adopted the geometry, linear geometry. That is we discussed in the last class. So that the beryllium is attached to the 2 fluorine atoms, or beryllium fluoride molecule adopted the geometry, linear geometry. The 2 bonds are separated by an angle 180 degrees. So now this is about the 2 electron pairs. If 3 electron pairs are there, if 3 electron pairs are present around the central atom, the electronic geometry is trigonal planar. In that 3 electron pairs, in some of the molecules, all the 3 electron pairs are bond pairs. In some of the molecules, 2 are bond pairs, 1 is lone pair of electron is present. For example, the best example is boron trifluoride, BF3 molecule. In the boron trifluoride, the central atom is boron. Boron electronic configuration you know, that is Z is equal to 5, 1s2, 2s2, 2p1. How many valency electrons are present? 3 valency electrons are present. All the 3 electrons are involved in the bond formation because the boron is surrounded by 3 fluorine atoms. No electron is left. All the 3 electrons are participated. So that's why the boron, the 3 valency electrons are participated in the bond formation with each fluorine atom. So, while arranging these electron pairs, the 3 bond pairs around the central atom, you know very well according to valency shell electron pair theory. So, if the 3 electron pairs are bond pairs, the molecule is adopted the trigonal planar. The trigonal planar, the 3 atoms, fluorine, fluorine and fluorine are connected to the central atom boron. The bond angle FBF, between any FBF, the bond angle is 120 degrees. All the bonds are same, all are the BF. When you are determining the bond length, all the bond lengths are same. It is a symmetrical structure. So, when the molecule is surrounded by the 3 electron pairs, all the 3 electron pairs are bond pairs, that molecule is adopted the which geometry? Trigonal planar geometry. So the bond angle is 120 degrees. In some of the molecules, all the electron pairs may not be bond pairs. For example, the sulfur dioxide molecule is there, SO2. In SO2 molecule, the sulfur is a central atom. So, the sulfur you know very well, that is Z is equal to 16. The electronic configuration is 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p4. So totally 6 valency electrons are present. So out of the 6 valency electrons, 4 valency electrons are participated in the bond formation with 2 oxygen atoms. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the remaining 2 electrons are presented as a lone pair of electron on the sulfur atom. You know very well, according to the valency shell electron pair repulsion theory, the presence of lone pair of electrons in addition to the bond pair of electrons distorted the regular geometry. Generally, one more principle is also we need to be applied here. According to the valency shell electron pair repulsion theory, the multiple bonded electrons are always treated as a single pair of electrons. Here the multiple bond formation, here multiple bond formation. These 2 electron pairs are treated as a single pair. These 2 electron pairs are treated as a single electron pair. 1, 2, 3. Generally, in a molecule, around the central atom, the 3 electron pairs are present. The electronic geometry is trigonal planar. But here all the 3 are not bond pairs. So 2 are bond pair, 1 is lone pair. Due to presence of the lone pair of electrons on the sulfur atom, so the regular geometry is distorted from trigonal planar to V shape. The molecular geometry of sulfur dioxide is which one? V shape. So the 2 oxygen atoms are bonded to sulfur atom and the bond angle is nearly 119.5 degrees. On the sulfur, 1 lone pair of electron is present. So now your important point is, if all the electron pairs are bond pairs, the electronic geometry is same as molecular geometry. That is, if all the 3 electron pairs are around the central atom are bond pairs, so the geometry is trigonal planar. This is the molecular geometry, this is the electronic geometry. But in this case, all the 3 electron pairs are not bond pairs. So suppose if you are consider only electron pairs, 1, 2, 3. If 3 electron pairs are there, electronic geometry is trigonal planar. But molecular geometry is, we need to be consider only the bonds. The bonds are oriented in the space with a shape, what is that? V shape. So here, the shape of this SO2 molecule is V shape. So the geometry is distorted from trigonal planar to V shape because of the presence of lone pair of electrons. Here one more important question they might be raised. So what is that question is, generally if around the central atom the 3 electron pairs are present, what is the expected bond angle? 120 degrees. You know very well, that is you learned in the last class. 120 degrees. Here also around the sulfur, how many electron pairs are present? 3 electron pairs are present. 1, 2, 3. 3 electron pairs are present. Your expected the bond angle is how much? 120 degrees. But here what is there? 119.5 degrees. The bond angle is what happened? Decreases. Why the bond angle is decreases in the sulfur dioxide from 120 to 119.5 degrees? The reason is, so you know very well in the valency shell electron pair repulsion theory, so the bond angle related one postulate is there. As the number of repulsions are increases, so the bond angle is what happened? Decreases. In this molecule, So here two types of the repulsions are exist. So one is lone pair bond pair repulsions and bond pair repulsions are there. What are they? Lone pair bond pair repulsions and bond pair repulsions are present. So lone pair and bond pair repulsions are there. Among the lone pair and bond pair repulsions, lone pair bond pair repulsions are stronger than bond pair repulsions. Whenever the lone pair bond pair repulsions are stronger, always the bonds are come very close to each other. Suppose if we consider the bond pair repulsions, between the bond and bond, the repulsions are exist, the bonds are always try to away from each other. At the same time, this lone pair bond pair repulsions are exist. Whenever these two are repelling with each other, the bonds are come very close to each other. That means bond pair repulsions are always pushing the bonds away from each other. Lone pair repulsions are always pushing the bonds close together. But so among these two, whichever it is dominated, that is can be decided whether the bond angle is increases or decreases. Now you know very well, lone pair repulsions are always stronger than which one? Bond pair repulsions. So lone pair repulsions are stronger means, so the lone pair is always pushing the bonds close together. When the bonds pair of electrons are come very close together, the bond angle is what happen beta? Decreases. That's why the bond angle is decreases from 120 degrees to 119 degrees. Simply we write the reason is why the bond angle is decreases in the sulfur dioxide. Okay, from 120 to 119.5 degrees. What is the reason? The reason says simply in sulfur dioxide the two types of the repulsions are exist. Lone pair bond pair repulsions, bond pair repulsions. Okay, the lone pair bond pair repulsions are pushing the bonds close together. Bond pair repulsions are always repel the bonds away from each other. Among these two, the lone pair repulsions are stronger. That's why that lone pair repulsions are always dominating the bond pair repulsions. So that's why bonds are come close to each other. When the bonds are come close to each other, then the bond angle is decreases from 120 to 119.5 degrees. That is the reason. Generally, there is a possibility to ask the one more question. So why the sulfur dioxide molecule is having the V shape instead of trigonal planar? In sulfur dioxide molecule, around the central atom, the 3 electron pairs are present. But out of the 3 electron pairs, 2 are the bond pairs, 1 is lone pair. According to valence shell electron pair repulsion theory, due to the presence of lone pair of electrons on the central atom, so in addition to the bond pair of electrons, the regular geometry is distorted. That's why the trigonal planar, instead of trigonal planar geometry, the sulfur dioxide molecule is adopted which geometry? V shape. So like that we can try to explain why the bond angle is decreases, why the geometry is distorted. This is about the 3 electron pairs. So from these two, what we concluded, if 2 electron pairs are present around the central atom, all the 2 are bond pair of electrons, the molecule is adopted the linear geometry and each bond is making an angle with another bond with 180 degrees. So if 3 electron pairs are present, if all the 3 are bond pairs, the molecule is adopted the trigonal planar geometry. In that the bond angle is 120 degrees. But out of the 3 electron pairs, 2 are bond pairs, 1 is the lone pair, the molecule is adopted the V shape and the bond angle is less than 120 degrees. Here the bond angle is decreases because of the lone pair bond pair repulsions are stronger than the bond pair repulsions. Due to presence of the lone pair of electrons, the regular geometry is also distorted. So that is from trigonal planar shape to V shape. So in the third case, that is 4 electron pairs. In that, the first case is all the electron pairs are bond pair of electrons. The best example is CH4 molecule. Methane. In methane, the central atom is carbon. So you know very well, carbon atomic number is 6. The electronic configuration is 1s2, 2s2, 2p2. How many valency electrons are present? 4 valency electrons are present. All the 4 valency electrons are involved in the bond formation with each hydrogen atom. So that around the carbon atom, the 4 electron pairs are present and each electron pair is involved in the formation of a bond between carbon and each hydrogen atom. The 4 bonds are there. All the 4 bonds are formed by sharing of 4 electron pairs between the carbon and each hydrogen atom. If 4 electron pairs are present around the central atom, the molecule is adopted the geometry according to valency shell electron pair repulsion theory, that is tetrahedral geometry. The central atom is carbon and the carbon is attached to the 4 hydrogen atoms in tetrahedral geometry. So the bond angle is here 109.5 degrees. 109.5 degrees. Here all electron pairs are, what is it? Bond pair of electrons. So that's why there is no distortion of geometry. As you are expected, the bond angle is present. So that if 4 electron pairs are bond pairs, that molecule is adopted which geometry? Tetrahedral geometry. What is the bond angle? 109.5 degrees. Suppose if out of the 4 electron pairs, so 3 are bond pairs, 1 is lone pair. The example is NH3 molecule. NH3 molecule. So in that one, the central atom is nitrogen. Nitrogen electronic configuration you know very well. 1s2, 2s2, 2p3. How many valency electrons are present? 5 valency electrons are present. But around the nitrogen, how many hydrogen atoms are present? 3 hydrogen atoms are present. So that out of the 5 valency electrons in the nitrogen atom, only the 3 electrons are participated in the bond formation. How many electrons are left? 2 electrons are left. That 2 electrons are remained as a one lone pair on which one? Nitrogen. So that's why around the nitrogen atom, the 3 bond pairs are present. 3 are bond pairs and 1 is lone pair. 1 is lone pair. Totally 4 electron pairs. Generally 4 electron pairs are present. What is the regular geometry? What is the electronic geometry? That is tetrahedral is the electronic geometry or regular geometry. But here out of the 4 electron pairs, 1 lone pair of electron is present. That's why there is a distortion in geometry. So that is the distortion in the geometry will be results into pyramidal shape. Which shape? Pyramidal shape. So that's why each hydrogen atom is connected to the nitrogen central atom in or adopted pyramidal shape. 1 lone pair of electron is present on the nitrogen. Now in this ammonia molecule, okay, when you see the electronic geometry, this is 1 electron pair, 1 electron pair, 1 electron pair, 1 electron pair. It seems to be tetrahedral. But in the molecular geometry means we need to be consider only bonds. All the 3 bonds are arranged in pyramidal shape. Now when 4 electron pairs are present around the central atom, what is the bond angle you are expected? 109.5 degrees. That means each pair of electron is separated from another by an angle of 109.5. But in the ammonia molecule, the bond angle is approximately found to be 107 degrees. How much better? 107 degrees. You are expected 109.5, but here what is there? 107 degrees is there. Again the same reason as we are expressed, okay, in the SO2. What we are explained there? In the SO2 molecule, the bond angle is reduced because of the lone pair bond pair repulsions. Here also, in the case of ammonia molecule, between the bond pair repulsions are present and lone pair bond pair repulsions are present. That means the 2 types of the repulsions. One is lone pair bond pair and another one is bond pair, repulsions are possible. You know very well, the lone pair, bond pair repulsions are always pushing the bonds close together. Bond pair, repulsions are always push the bonds away from each other. One is decrease the bond angle, another one is increase the bond angle. Among these two, which is the dominating? The lone pair, bond pair repulsions are stronger than bond pair, repulsions. That's why once these are stronger, so they are always pushing the bonds close together. When the bonds are pushed close together, then what is happened? Bond angle is decreases. That's why in case of ammonia molecule, the bond angle is decreases from 109.5 degrees to 107 degrees. That is because of the strong lone pair, bond pair repulsions as compared to bond pair, repulsions. So now in this example, around the central atom, the 3 electron pairs, the 4 electron pairs are there. Out of the 4 electron pairs, 3 are bond pairs, 1 is a lone pair. In that case, the molecule can adopt the which geometry? Pyramidal geometry. So, with a bond angle less than 109.5 degrees. It may change from molecule to molecule. So, the molecules which are all are having a pyramidal shape, in that cases the bond angle is not constant. But one thing is perfect. What is that? The bond angle is less than 109.5. It may be 108, it may be 107, it may be 106. We cannot say exactly. It is also, there is no need to be remember the bond angle also. But here we need to be remember the point is because of the presence of the lone pair, bond pair and bond pair repulsions. So the lone pair, bond pair repulsions are stronger. That's why the bond angle is decreases from 109.5 degrees to some other value. That's why we say simply less than 109.5 degrees. Now comes to the next example is water molecule. In the water molecule, the central atom is oxygen. So the oxygen electronic configuration is 1s2, 2s2, 2p4. Totally, the 6 valency electrons are present. Out of the 6 valency electrons, only the 2 valency electrons are involved in the bond formation. The remaining 4 electrons means 2 pairs of electrons are remained as lone pair of electrons. They are present on the oxygen atom. So, oxygen, in that out of the 6 valency electrons only 2 electrons are participated in the bond formation with each hydrogen atom, and the remaining 4 electrons are present on the oxygen atom as a 2 lone pair of electrons. But around the oxygen atom, how many electron pairs are present? 2, 4, 6, 8. So totally 8 electrons are present. 8 electrons means how many electron pairs? 4 electron pairs. If 4 electron pairs are present, what is the regular geometry? Tetrahedral geometry. But it is that the water molecule having the tetrahedral geometry? No. Because in the central atom, the lone pair of electrons are present. That lone pair of electrons are always distorted the regular geometry. That's why, due to presence of the lone pair of electrons on the central oxygen atom, the molecule is adopted the which geometry? The angular shape or bent shape or V shape. The 2 pairs of electrons present as a lone pair of electrons. Now, when the 4 electron pairs are present, so what is the bond angle? 109.5. But here the 2 bond pairs of electrons are separated by 104.5 degrees. So now, what is the shape of this molecule? Is V shape or angular shape or bent shape, like that. So all are same, but most of the textbook, the angular shape or V shape is there. Now here, one important point is, compared to the rest of the examples, whatever we discussed, here, the one important point is that is bond angle. Here, 104.5 degrees is the bond angle, but expected bond angle is how much? 109.5 degrees. What is the reason? The reason is mostly we are expected same as the NH3 molecule or sulfur dioxide molecule, whatever we discussed so far. It is not like that. Here some more of the additional repulsions are present, that is lone pair repulsions are also present. In the water molecule, Here, repulsions are present between two lone pairs and bond pairs, and bond pairs. Totally, the three repulsions are present. What are the lone pair repulsions, lone pair, bond pair repulsions, bond pair repulsions are present. According to valency shell electron pair repulsion theory, lone pair repulsions are stronger than the lone pair than that of bond pair. So when the lone pair repulsions are stronger, when these two are stronger, between the lone pair repulsions, so they are away from each other. That means these lone pairs are always try to away from each other. When they are try to away from each other, these two lone pairs are pushing the two bonds are close together. So that's why, because of this strong lone pair repulsions, the bond pairs of electrons are come close to each other. Then when they are come very close to each other, what is happened? Bond angle is decreases. So that's why, so in the water molecule, the bond angle is decreases from 109.5 to 104.5 degrees. The reason is, in the water molecule, the three repulsions are exist: lone pair, bond pair repulsions, bond pair repulsions. So the lone pair repulsions are always pushing the bond pair of electrons close together. The bond pair lone pair repulsions are always pushing the bond pair of electrons close together. Both these repulsions will be pushing the bond pair of electrons of two bonds are close together. When they are come very close together, the bond angle is decreases. That's why in the water molecule, the bond angle is 104.5 degrees. Okay. So generally what we are expected is 109.5, but actual bond angle is 104.5. So that's why here these three are examples for the 4 electron pairs. The conclusion statement is, among the 4 electron pairs, all the 4 electron pairs are bond pairs. The molecule is adopted the tetrahedral geometry with a bond angle of 109.5 degrees. Out of the 4 electron pairs, 3 are the bond pair, 1 is the lone pair. The molecule is adopted the geometry pyramidal shape and the bond angle is less than 109.5. The less than 109.5 reason is, in that molecule, the two types of the repulsions are exist: lone pair, bond pair repulsions. Among these two type of repulsions, lone pair, bond pair repulsions are stronger. That's why they push the bonds close together so that the bond angle is observed less than 109.5 degrees. Out of the 4 electron pairs, if all out of that 4, the 2 are bond pairs, 2 are lone pairs, the molecule is adopted the geometry V shape or angular shape or bent shape. In this case, the 3 types of repulsions are possible: the lone pair, and lone pair, and bond pair of repulsions. Among these 3, we know that lone pair repulsions are very stronger. That's why these are very stronger compared to lone pair, and bond pair. That's why the lone pair of repulsions always push the bond pair of electrons very close together. That's why the bond angle is here also less than 109.5 degrees is observed. This is about the 4 electron pairs.